Joy, thank you for your nice words. Right now, we are going to first do it. We have to dance a bit. Did just support somebody young man.
Yeah. Whoa. This is another love story. Abachala baita bazira kuba pe bakumire bisinga. Bakuma ne basirika. Sembaita bazira wamma muri bazira. Yeah. You are my heroes. Yeah. Abachala baita bazira kuba pe bakumire bisinga. Bakuma ne basirika. Yeah. Sembaita bazira. Oh. They are my heroes. Yeah. Nebuchanti bamugobye nembanga ly'abatamaze mu bufumbo. Munezadde bali muleseza anti talinayo kika. Kyokka nga n'obudde buweddeyo abamulaba be batono. Gwobeera oyo mwita otya? Yeah. Oh. Abakyala bayita bazira kuba be bakumira ebisinga. Bakuma ne basirika. Kuba basirika. Sembayita bazira. Yeah. They are my heroes. Yeah. Ebimumbira bamudongo babakwabula ne bamala ne babata. Ekyo kibaluma ne basirika. Yeah. Abakazi batu balina ennaku etasangika. Ekyo kibafuula bazira kubeera bamala ne baguma. Abakyala bayita bazira kuba be bakumira ebisinga. Baguma ne basirika. Kuba basirika. Sembayita bazira. Yeah. They are my heroes. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Bameka be bakukaza omukwano ne basirika. Ne babatono abavaayo ne beerwanako. Nze mu kulaba kwange abo bamama mbayita bazira. Ooh, yeah. Ebo abatatya kuswala. Ne bavaayo mu lwatu. Ebo bahiro bange. Ebo bahiro baffe. Ebo abatatya kuswala. Ne bavaayo mu lwatu. Ebo bahiro bange. Ebo bahiro baffe. Ababeerawo. Yeah. Abakyala bayita bazira kuba be bakumira ebisinga. Baguma ne basirika. Sembayita bazira. Bayita bazira. Abakyala bayita bazira kuba be bakumira ebisinga. Baguma era ne basirika. Sembayita bazira.
So allow me to introduce the next person to talk to us, to teach us, to educate us, to make us learn the real natural beauty about the hair growth. Madam Dory, you are welcome. Thank you, MC. Ladies, happy Women's Day. You look so beautiful. It's nice to see you all here. It's my first time to see some of you. Yeah, but we are going to get along well. First and foremost, it's an honor to be here, and I'm so grateful to Sister Joy for inviting me to come and have this opportunity to talk to you. Sister Joy, thank you so much for making this happen. Women need each other. We need each other so, so much. And, you know, there's a saying in where I come from. I'm an Acholi girl, by the way. I'm a beautiful Acholi girl with beautiful hair. As you can see, thick hair. And most people believe that, you see, when you're from the north, your hair is dry. That's the general feeling, but that's not true. So today I'm here to tell you that all hair is beautiful. Whether you're from the north, whether you're from the west, east, all hair is beautiful, and you can actually make your hair grow very beautiful. So where did my journey start from? My journey started about 8 years ago. I got tired of relaxing my hair. And I know that some of you still relax your hair. Now, the way I'm wearing this garment, see, don't pay so much attention. It is interesting, I know that. But I also wanted, you know, to appear before you a typical Ugandan woman. Yeah? So, all right, so my journey started about 8 years ago. I got tired of relaxing my hair. And for those of you who still relax your hair, I don't know what you experience, what happens with your scalp, what happens with your body. But I'm here to simply open up your eyes. I'm not here to force you. I'm not here to force you to grow natural hair. I'm simply here to show you that it is possible. You can grow healthy, natural hair, moreover on a low budget. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need all the expensive oils or the wigs that are on the market. So I'd like my sister to take us to the next slide. So before I do that, the reason why I'm really here is because I care about women's health. Remember, Sister Joy said we all have to fly, right? If you want to fly, every woman, every sister here, for you to fly, you must be healthy. Health is so important, and of course hair. Hair is part of our health. What I know is that a woman who has issues with her hair, a woman who has experienced hair loss, usually has low self-esteem. And we all know that hair is a woman's beauty. It defines how a woman feels like. It defines generally everything about how you feel about yourself. So this section is important, and I'd like you to pay attention. And please feel free, consult me, ask me as many questions as you can, because I have done it and I have made it. I can just stand for you. This is all my hair. Okay? So it is something that you can also do it. If I can do it, you can do it as well. So let's first begin by looking at some of the common hair relaxers that are there on the market. These are just a few. I have not included all of them, but I'm sure you can identify with some. Fiona, can you move on to the next slide? So I'm here to also share with you facts. What is science saying? I know we love to keep our hair straight, because for some of you, the reason why you're using relaxers is you say your hair is hard, it is difficult for you to comb. How many of you struggle with their hair because it is hard to comb? Okay. How hard is it?
You need a very hard comb.
Okay. So there are people here who actually are doing relaxers because their hair is hard to comb, and so they are looking for ways of growing their hair or even grooming their hair. But I'm going to begin by simply giving you facts. This is what science is saying, ladies. It's not me. Now, the National Cancer Institute recently, came up with a finding. And the finding says that women who use chemical hair straighteners and relaxers have a higher risk of uterine cancer. And we all know what cancer does, right, to our bodies. Cancer is a bad disease, and there are different types of cancer. But the message I'm giving you today is, at least let us avoid the cancers that we can avoid. And this is one of them. And of course, other bodies have also come up with evidence. I'm not going to read everything for you. We are all here. We can all read. So I'm going to move to the next slide. Now, this is what really happens to your body. We have the health professionals here. Sister Joy is here. I know Sister Fiona is also here. They actually understand. These pictures are very graphic, but unfortunately, it is true. It is very true. And this is how the fibroid looks like. If you have fibroids, and many times right now in America, women who have actually been diagnosed with cancer of the uterus have used chemical relaxers for like 10 years and above. And then there are those, unfortunately, for their lives to be saved, they have to remove their uterus. So these are things that we should not be, we know, but we take it unseriously. Now let's look at, that's the breast cancer also. Some of these relaxers, these hair relaxers, have been linked to breast cancer. Let us move on to the next one, the next slide. But now let's also talk about, I know some of you are going to tell me, Sister Doreen, I no longer use relaxers. But what options have you chosen? What are you doing with your hair? You have decided to say, okay, I no longer use relaxers on my head, but now I'm plaiting. But how are you plaiting your hair? You go to the hairdressers, and what they do, they actually do a disservice to you. They pull your scalp. And when this happens, you actually get what medically they call traction alopecia. You see that little girl there? She's lost hair in front here. And when that happens, sometimes it is permanent. And if your hair cannot grow back, then unfortunately you need to undergo a medical procedure which is called hair transplants. Now this is also very expensive, but also the chances that your hair is going to grow back is very, very slim. So the best thing is prevention is better than cure. Let us strive to do things that make our hair grow healthy. Let us do healthy hair care practices. Other hair care practices that we engage in are the hair dryers. How many of you use the hair dryer? And you use it every day, right? Okay. Some people are so obsessed with straightening their hair or even drying it. But did you know that every time you use the hair dryer, the heat sucks out moisture from your hair? And as long as you're not able to, as long as the moisture from your hair has been sucked out, your hair becomes dry, your hair becomes brittle, and this is the reason why your hair breaks. Another thing that most people use are the hair straighteners. You want your hair to look sleek. You want your hair to look beautiful. Yes, it looks beautiful, but at the end of it, you are destroying, because our hair is composed of protein. Now, when you apply heat on your hair, you actually you kill the protein that your hair has. So my message to you is, if you cannot do without these things, try to use it in moderation. Personally, hair dryers, hair straighteners, I don't use them. I just don't use them, and my hair is doing well. My hair is flourishing, which means that we actually don't need it.
Release it at the back.
Okay, after the talk. Yeah, let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. Fiona. So Sister Joy asked me to come and just share with you what I do to motivate you to help you with how you can grow your hair. The first step begins with change of mindset. What is mindset? Can anyone tell us what mindset is?
What you are thinking. What you're thinking.
Hey, thank you so much. Your mindset is very important, ladies. The way you think is going to determine everything that you do in life. Now I'm going to take you back. Some of us have grown up hearing terms like kaweke.
Yes.
Does it make sense? What does kaweke mean?
Bad hair.
It means bad hair. So you can imagine you have grown up being told that you have kaweke. And you know what it simply means that then you're not going to love your hair. Eventually you hate your hair and you're going to do everything to change it.
Even men have kawek.
So let us start with the change of mindset. I'll tell you one thing. If you don't change your mindset, there is no oil. No oil, no hairdresser is going to change the way you look at your hair. And women, I think it's high time to celebrate who we are. Everything that God created is beautiful. I mean, why should we work so hard to change what we have? It's just food for thought. Think about it. The second thing is, ladies, try to equip yourself with knowledge. When it comes to knowledge about natural hair care, unfortunately, most black women don't think about it. They actually don't even know. So try, find time, begin to read, start searching, start looking for knowledge that can actually help you to grow your natural hair. It is very easy to say, okay, I'll take my hair to the hairdresser, I'll take my hair to the salon, but if you ask me, most of those people don't even know much about caring for natural hair. Actually, every time you depend on them, you are paying them to destroy your hair. I'm telling you the truth. You're paying them to destroy your hair, so you can imagine you pay someone and then they're helping you to finish your hair off your head. Number 3 is engage in healthy hair care practices. What are some of those practices? I just mentioned a few. Avoid excessive use of heat. You cannot be using hair dryer on your head all the time. You cannot be straightening your hair because you want it to look sleek. But the question I'm going to ask you, why do you think that coily hair needs to be straightened? Why do you want to flatten it? Is it because you feel it's not beautiful or you feel it's hard to keep?
It's very hard.
It is very hard.
That's not nice.
And that very hard is in your mind. It is in your mind because you actually believe that your hair is hard. Then the fourth point that I'm going to give you is that use the right tools for your hair. What are tools? Anyone knows what tools are? Can someone tell us what tools are? What is a tool? They are machines used. Okay. I'm going to give you the best tool for your hair, ladies. And I know this may sound crazy, but the best tool for your hair are your fingers, are your hands. You have been preconditioned to believe that you need to use a comb. You need to use a brush, to brush your hair, to comb through your hair. But I want you to look at the texture of the hair that you have. Your hair is not straight. You can comb it 100 times and it is still not going to be straight. It's still going to bounce back. It's going to coil back. So let us try to use tools, and thank God we have these fingers, were created by God, and we have it. So try to use it as much as you can. And then the other thing, number 5, is have a consistent hair routine. When I say consistent hair routine, I simply mean that some of us ladies think about our hair once in 3 months, once in 6 months. Like, how often do you take care of your hair? Like, do you have a timetable for your hair? Maybe let me put it this way. Do you have a timetable for your hair?
No.
Why?
Yes. Very busy taking care of men.
You should have a timetable for your hair.
Taking care of children.
The same way you have a timetable for other things, to do other things, please create time to have a timetable and be consistent with it. Consistent simply means you're not going to do it once and then the other time you're not following what you put aside for you to do with your hair. So when it comes to hair care, one of the things there are 3 things that you need to do. The first thing that you usually should be doing before you even shampoo your hair is what we call pre-shampoo or pre-poo. Pre-poo is you can get any oil of your choice, coconut oil, olive oil, shea butter, and dampen your hair a little bit with water, apply that, and then tie your hair. Keep some, you can use a plastic bag, tie it, and let your body generate heat. And then after that you can shampoo. The reason why we do that is because most of the shampoo that we buy in the shelves are actually also not good. All these shampoos are very bad for your hair. Do you feel sometimes after you've done shampoo and your hair feels dry? Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. The shampoo rips your hair of its natural oils. And when this happens, many times because we do not know how to return in the moisture, the hair ends up breaking. So that is the first step. Personally, I no longer use shampoo. Shampoo doesn't exist in my world. If you want to know what I do, feel free to ask me that question. Okay. This is what I do. I use the African black soap. Have you heard about it?
Yes.
So what I do, I use the African black soap.
Duru soap.
Duru. There's Dudu Osun. Dudu Osun. Dudu. It is called Dudu.
Where can I get it?
You can get it in Lulu. Yes, you can get it in Lulu.
Is that Dongolo or
Duru.
It is called black soap. Or you can even go to the African shop. Like there are shops here that sell African items. You will get it there. Every time I'm washing my hair. So the tip that I'm going to share with you, a lot of this shampoo, they'll tell you this is mild. There's nothing that is mild. All this is marketing, branding. The manufacturers lie to you. They tell you, this is good for you, but in actual sense, there are chemicals inside those. Everything that you put on your head, on your skin, remember that it seeps inside your scalp into your body as well. So the second step, when you shampoo your hair, you make sure that you add on with what we call conditioning, okay? So the hair conditioning helps your hair to get back the moisture that you've lost during shampoo. And when you're done with that, then you oil your hair. You oil it, and then you can style it. Let it dry with the natural hair. Don't put the blow dryer. But if you want to use a hair dryer, use low heat. I know there are people who cannot do without it. And then number 6 is be patient. Patience. Be patient. The thing is, when it comes to growing hair, you just have to be patient. Patience is a virtue that most people don't have, but remember, if you give it time, it will pay off. It will pay you. And lastly, I would encourage you to include herbs like aloe vera, cloves into your hair care routine. Use some of these herbs, and if you can go to the next slide. Now, I just want to show you a good example that we have not been doing good things with our hair. That is a photograph of me in 2006. Then I was relaxing my hair. And you can see the difference. See what my hair looked like when it was relaxed and what my hair looks like natural. So the message I'm giving you is, it is possible. You can do it. You can keep your hair natural. And the most important thing is, please, your health is important. So if you want to learn more about how I grow my natural hair, because some of these tips, the techniques I share, you can go to my YouTube channel, spend time with it and watch. So my YouTube channel is at Dorina Kello Dora. I share what I do with my hair. You will find it there. All the herbs, all the things that I do and teachings that will help you with growing your hair. So that brings me to the end of this interesting talk. I hope that I have been able to make an impact, at least for someone, who has been looking for solutions of how to grow their hair. So any questions for me? Big questions before I sit? Any questions?
Hello. My name is Susan, and I am also with the journey of natural hair. I tried it, I started it, it's now 1 year. That's how my hair looks.
You look nice.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, it has been my dream that I also have long natural hair. But I have a challenge. Every time I open my hair, I find it is too much breaking. I am a fan of YouTube. I follow many YouTubers who do natural hair, and my best fan is Masifono. And knowing you is that I'll start following you because this is my dream. But then I have a challenge whereby as much as I try this stuff, I feel like my hair keeps breaking. I tried cloves, I tried so many stuff, natural. I do not know what causes that. I even reached an extent of using, mineral water, to wash, because somebody advised me that the cause of my hair breakage is because of the water I use. So ever since I Thank you.
Thank you for that question, sister. Now, ladies, I'd like you to pay attention. This is all about what we call retaining length retention. Where you're struggling with your hair and it's the same length, you feel like it has not moved an inch. What really happens, let me just show you. Our hair it breaks from the tips. You see these tips here? And the reason why for most people it breaks is because these tips are like the elders. Look at them as the elders, like the old people that you have in your life. So if you want to retain length, always seal these tips with heavy butter. And heavy butter can be shea butter. I'd like you to try that. And please, whenever you have when you have a challenge, feel free to get in touch.
So let me show you. I hope you can hear. When you're oiling your hair, okay, normal oiling, make sure you put heavy butter on the tips. But to oil your hair first, also make sure you spray some water. You can use aloe vera juice. I use water, but most times I use aloe vera juice. Spray, make sure that the water is down, your hair is down. Then get a heavy butter and seal the ends of your hair. But if you also want to make it even better, you can actually tie the ends of you like this. This one keeps it even more intact. Try that, and you'll see that you will start retaining. Try that. Thank you for that
Question. Next question. Next question.
I can actually hear
I'm asking in Uganda.
you.
Why are you Swahili? You guys speak Swahili?
In Uganda, I can understand.
Swahili. I don't know that. Swahili.
Ask in Luganda. I understand Luganda.
Swahili. I do Swahili. I do Swahili. Swahili?
Ask in Luganda. I understand Luganda.
Mama anasema denguza. Envili zange zikutuka. Ninakaweke. Na ye. Ngezeza ko sometimes nteka amaji amabisi. Then sometimes nenkozesa amazzi g'omuceere. Sometimes nenkozesa ekigaji. Sometimes nenkozesa olive oil. Naye zikalwa bwe nzisanyira ate sekendi zikutuka. Thirdly, lwaki ziba zeetasituka?
That last word. Okay. Now, thank you for that question. First of all, I'd like you to remove the word kaweke from your head. Remember, our mindset determines how we are going to look at ourselves. When you see yourself as, I have kaweke, my hair is bad, definitely you're not going to love what you have. Begin by taking that out. Secondly, I also want you mentioned aloe vera, you mentioned rice water, right? Don't use a lot of these herbs at the same time. Use one at a time and study how your hair reacts with it. Not everyone who uses rice water, their hair loves it. Some people use rice water and the hair actually gets even worse. So whenever you're introducing something new, give it some time. But the most important thing is watch how your hair reacts with it. How does your hair feel? Now, someone talked about cloves. When you're using cloves, my sister, don't put it on your hair. Cloves is for the scalp. You talked about dead skin, dandruff. I want you to try between cloves and aloe vera, one of the two. not both. Apply it on your scalp. And I can assure you within 3 days, that will not be an issue. Not rice water. Rice water will not take care of the dandruff. But cloves, aloe vera does magic. Try it and you'll be good to go.
So I boil cloves, consecrate them, and spray on the scalp. 3 days also they will not feel like even if it's just itching, because cloves in the medical term we call it anti-inflammatory. It has a natural anti-inflammatory benefit. We use it actually. It's a herb that I use so much. Even if I have stomach, I have a stomach pain or infection, and I'm able to put on it the food poisoning. Cloves, the inferior cloves, minimal antibacterial and inflammatory in it. So it's a herb that you should have in your house at all the time. It's not only used for only the skin, but also in the body. So last 3 weeks ago, I had dandruff, a lot of dandruff, because I plaited my hair for long and I not unplaited. So I grew a lot of dandruff. So what I did is I was advised I boil the cloves, make it concentrated, okay, put in the bottle spray and then keep spraying on your scalp. It went. Even if you just have skin itching without dandruff, it will solve the problem because it is an anti-inflammatory. It goes and fights that inflammation. So see, when you have you have got abdominal upset, you have got food poisoning, boil cloves, concentrate them in a small cup and take them. It will go. You not really need to go to the doctors to get medication unless it's a severe infection. But if it's a minor infection, the cloves will clear. Why? It has the anti-inflammatory and antibacterial in it.
Thank you. Thank you, Fiona. And if you are lazy to boil the cloves, if you feel lazy, just soak it in water, soak it overnight, and then spray it on your scalp, not your hair, scalp. Okay, someone just said that it makes her pillow dirty. Always cover your head when you're going to sleep. Yes.
One question for dandruff. I know that vinegar is good for dandruff. So I don't know, is that true? Yeah.
Thank you for that question. Now, vinegar, apple cider vinegar, is also very good for cleansing your scalp. I actually use it instead of using shampoo. One of the things that I do is after I have used the black soap, I just get equal parts of apple cider vinegar. I pour it on my hair, rinse it with it, and that actually does a very good job. And then the other thing, it also balances the pH of your hair. So it is very good. Start using it. But you wash it off, don't leave it on your hair. Thank you. You can keep it for 2-3 minutes and then you wash off. Yes. Next question. Ladies, I'm here to answer your question. Take this opportunity.
I was asking, there are people like us, when I use aloe vera, every time I put it on my head, the next thing I feel it on my tongue. I am telling you, because of that, I don't use it. The moment it touches my head, I feel it in my eyes, and I feel it on my tongue, and I can't stand that taste. Aloe vera. So Jason, you went to go. So what is the alternative?
That is a very good question, Sister Joy. And like I said, not everything that works for the other person is going to work for you. That's why it's good to try and see how it works for you. So Joy, you use cloves. Try cloves. It will work.
I'm already using clothes. I saw one of your videos. Everything I saw in your video, I use. My only problem is they are chigaji, and also there are so many products. I see one video today, you have told us about eggs. I think Sumaya was saying about eggs. Another time, I see rice. Another time, I see fenugreek. Yellow. Another time, I see moringa. Now I saw recently you have neem. Do I make a calendar for all those products? Do I rotate them? Do I stick on one that I like? Does each one of them have a different benefit to my hair, my skin? That's why I got lost. Thank you.
That's a very good question, Sister Joy. The reason why you're seeing all these videos is I'm trying to give you options. Remember, aloe vera doesn't work for you. The moment you use it, you feel it in your tongue, in your throat. So the thing is, try some of these things separately and see how your hair reacts with it. As you keep trying that, you will eventually get what works for you. Next question. Any more questions?
My question is about what do you do if you cannot, because the natural hair is not related, it's not so how can you keep it without pressing it and you keep it in its good state?
Okay, when it comes to, that's a very good question. When it comes to keeping natural hair, are we there, ladies? Yes. Like people with doing other things. When it comes to looking after natural hair, if there's so much talking that I don't know that you Can I answer the question now? When it comes to taking care of your natural hair, if you're not sure,
Is it my phone? No.
when you're not sure of how to take care of your natural hair, the best thing is to plait it. But when you plait, also be very mindful of how your hair is plaited. When your hair is plaited, also make sure you take care of it. You have to moisturize it. Give it moisture. Most people plait their hair 6 months, nothing has touched it. No water, no moisture, no care. And no wonder when you unplait your hair, so much has gone off your head. So plaiting is a protective style, but sometimes it's also a destructive style. It actually destroys your hair. So know that when you plait your hair, you need to also look after your hair underneath the braids. Another way of how to take care of your hair is not to plait. Personally, I don't plait. The only plaitings I do is maybe this kind of twists that I have. And so one of the things I do is I keep my hair moisturized. I give it moisture. Moisture you can get from water, aloe vera, and then you make sure you also have your butters, your hair oils. So if you want to know more about how I make my oils, my hair butters, there are a lot of, so many videos on my YouTube channel. You can actually catch up and watch some of the videos. And then the other tip that I'm going to give you, when it comes to African hair, the best oil is shea butter. Try to integrate shea butter into your hair routine. It is very easy to pick, when you go to the shelves, a lot of these oils appeal to you, but they actually don't work for us. They don't work with our hair. So you also need to know how to identify oils that work out on our hair. Any more questions? Okay, so thank you very much for listening to me. I hope that you learned something